Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with...
I'm sorry, but the camera is needing to be fresh. It keeps doing that. It's Oberon!
And me.
It's that circuit box, I'm pretty sure. I think the camera, it's not what you think it is. It's not...
I think it's the camera's cord, not that. You just bought that. So, you know.
The debate goes on.
The debate goes on. No arguing, just a debate.
Don't
just a
remind me of one of my least favorite Virgos.
A difference of opinion with me and Retired Boy. Woohoo!
Yeah, so I've decided to take off the rest of the day, and Banshee's going to handle the rest of the show. I know everybody's like, yeah!
Now.
No, I'm
All
just
right.
kidding.
Well, we're going to start off with our card for the collective. Happy Lammas and Lugnasad to all who celebrate. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I love celebrating Lammas. I'm usually lucky around this time of the year because it's also a very fortuitous time for me because it's my aunt's birthday in a couple of days, my late Aunt Mary. And well, we're celebrating another anniversary. It's our 7-year anniversary as TFT. As of August 1st, we have started our 7th year. And on August 4th will be the 7th year we started on YouTube.
Right.
And
exactly.
August 4th is my Aunt Mary's birthday.
Hi, Kara.
And I chose that day deliberately because of that. So
Yes.
we must do this on the 4th. Ready or not. All right.
So was I going to show that?
Show what?
Your deck.
Oh, yeah. Here. There it is.
Why, thank you. And there it is for our card for the collector.
And I may use this for oracles today since it is Lammas, the holiday itself. At least we celebrate it that way. I know that people celebrate it on the 1st, right? But we've always done it on the 2nd.
There's a whole contingent of people that go with the astrological correspondence of any particular holiday, which is almost always on average 10 days after the traditional one. So for example, the astrological Halloween or Samhain is November 15th sometimes. Anyway, here we go.
And look at that. It is the Country Fair card. And I'll get Kara on the list in a minute. Country Fair. What number is that? Well, wait, it's alphabetical.
13.
Yeah. All right. The keywords are community, celebration, and belonging. Summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. Country fairs are a great way to get out of your day-to-day routine to connect with your community, learn or try new things, or celebrate a cultural bond with like minds. It's easy to feel as though you're alone when you're hiding in your home without the benefits of human interaction. But when you get out into the world, you might discover how many people are available to you, waiting to be a support network for you and your dreams and challenges. It's a fundamental human need to desire community and a sense of belonging. To be part of something greater than yourself makes life feel shared and easier to manage, and goes a long way towards a feeling of acceptance. But you can't wait at home and expect the community to find you. You have to go out and seek the people who are waiting to support you and welcome you with open arms. Taking the initiative to connect with others, both socially and emotionally, will open your spirit and send out a beacon to those who are meant for you. Whether you're looking for help or inserting a business or finding a friend or lover, being brave enough to be vulnerable with others in the path towards gaining the acceptance you're seeking, it's okay to experiment and change course as you learn more about yourself and what brings you joy and fulfillment. Don't be afraid to put up boundaries with those who do not provide a feeling of emotional safety, or take a risk when you feel the presence of a kindred soul. Building community is an ongoing process of refinement, moving closer to or further away from people who represent you and your ideas. And you know, it's a funny thing, this card, because it's such a double-edged sword today, right? I mean, people want to get out and mingle with others. They want to go to fairs. They want to go to parades. They want to go to concerts and things. And yet, we have these mass shootings and things that are going on now that are terrorizing people from getting together. Not to mention the fact that communities are being disrupted now by wildfires, by all the crazy storms we're having.
By diarrhea.
Oh my gosh. Stuck home because of the parasitic infection. Yeah, you know, so it's harder to get together with people. But, you know, community is also what we make of it. And the bottom line is here, I know it's not the same, but I feel real community with the people that come always to our shows. Keep coming back. Keep being kind and supportive of us. Community is where you find it. And I feel enriched by, you all here, and hope you feel the same, that everybody is here taking care of each other. It's part of what community should be. Not getting out there and proselytizing, not getting out there and politicizing, but sharing, our life journeys with each other and enjoying conversation. Whatever happened to that, right?
Right. And hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach. I see you here.
And thank you for your question, Kara, also. It is a mad, 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 mad world. Thank you for your question, Kara, also.
Oh, Kara left a question. It must be a dream. No.
Yes, it is.
Ah!
It is a mad, 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 mad world. Thank you for your question, Kara. So from now on, relatively speaking, happy hour will mostly always be at its regular time of Saturday mornings, our time, Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. That's because I am retired now. So, bar the occasion where something comes up and we're doing a live event or some other thing is going on, we will mostly be every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yeah, so, there will be occasional events, and who knows, we might want to go away for a weekend, maybe.
Occasional diarrhea.
Or dizziness by Mr. O. That could happen again, but,
Dizzy diarrhea. Oh, no.
Oh, dear, Mr. O. You had to bring that diarrhea thing up.
Hi, Libra.
Hi, Libra. I'll get you on the list.
Right.
Did you have anything to add to community, by the way, Mr. O?
No, I was just thinking about, library communities that we're more involved in, but communities in general.
You can talk about the community that got together for your retirement. I mean, It was so cool. He just had some people come from, one person come from his past job, friends, family.
Yeah.
A lot of his coworkers came in that weren't even scheduled for the day.
Right. One is on vacation and out of town, and another one was actually scheduled to work but had food poisoning and didn't come to work. And another one's a new employee, so there was really not much reason for them to come in. They only started 2 weeks ago. But it was a wonderful event. So there was like 9 of my coworkers. 9. I had a staff of 12 coworkers just for a little small library.
Well, Libra, I'm so sorry to, it's a double-edged sword what you say there. I mean, I like to hear our readings are accurate, but I'm sorry you didn't get the job. Really, I am. So hopefully...
I'm sorry about that. But, you got to keep trying. It just has to be. I can relate to that personally. Libra.
You may be meant to be somewhere else, Libra.
There you go.
Hi, Dr. V. I'll get you on the list. I see you came in.
Dr. V, hey.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
All right, so I believe Lena's first, right?
Yeah, and she wants a general read.
A general reading, all right.
Trying to get the list caught up here.
I understand, but I want to...
I know, you're moving it along.
Momentum here.
Mr. O, doing his thing.
Wow. The Ace of Pentacles.
All right, upright?
Yes. The Four of Wands, which is also upright.
Oops.
And the Six of Wands, which is upright. And this is my Agatha All Along Tarot, which I kind of like.
Okay.
And yours?
Well, I didn't do it yet, dear.
Oh, okay.
I was keeper of the list.
Always an excuse.
I am just shocked. He is more impatient than an Aries.
Maybe I just think that you're slower.
He's more impatient than an
You're
Aries.
slower than a Taurus.
You know, when we go out to eat, it's like, hurry, eat the food. Don't read that book. I know you
Sorry.
can read faster than me and eat faster than me,
You
but come on.
started this, but I'll end it. Now you stop that.
And now you're retired, so leisure is the key. Leisure.
I just don't want anybody falling asleep because of waiting.
They will not. We keep them going with our compelling dialogue.
I'm being compelled.
Here,
that's
I'm
for
whipping
sure.
you with the whip.
Alrighty. The whip.
And the anchor.
And the anchor. Anchor yourself to a good whipping, Mr. O.
No comment. Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. That's an awfully nice combination. And what was the last one? I can't quite...
The Six of Wands.
Oh,
Which is
I've got
upright.
something... I had some dirt on my screen. Okay, so Six of Wands. Oh, that's not Pentacles?
Nope,
yeah, it's
it's
Wands.
Wands.
I see it. I see it. Okay, so here we are. Possibly... Okay, so what this is just a general read. Lena, it looks as though maybe something new, a new opportunity might be coming your way. A new beginning, a chance at a new beginning of some sort in your life. I can't say really, it could be business, more business than anything, but I can't really say that with certainty with the cards I'm seeing here. And so I like that with the Ace of Pentacles there and leading into the Four of Wands, which indicates to me there could be a reason to celebrate, right?
Well, I almost wonder if it's something like a new home. So moving to a new home or having a new home built, or something that comes to the home that is a new beginning and then also prompts this idea of a celebration. The Four of Wands could also, be about the sense of ending of a project or situation, and therefore it's time to celebrate because of success. So sometimes it's tied in to a sense of a harvest season, and of course, for many of us in the world, this might be considered, a harvest season right now. The Ace of Pentacles is definitely a new beginning, and it's associated with material concerns, whether that's a new home or new job or, new money in some form. So that's the first two cards.
I know, and the Six of Wands is a card of victory and support. It's almost as if maybe this opportunity might, I'm just going to throw this out there, that this opportunity might come from somebody you know or somebody else who gives you a tip or gives you the actual opportunity. So it may come from, a known source, somebody who supports or thinks about you or cares about you, and it just could lead to a victory, a success.
Well, I know we recently did a reading for you about love relationships, and there was kind of some good indicators in there that things are happening. I'm not going to necessarily tie this into that, but that Six of Wands looks like being noticed, being admired, being praised. And the overall flow of the card sort of indicates that you've come into a situation that is, reasonably fortunate for you, allows for some growth or autonomy, perhaps in certain ways. And people are going to notice that, or you're certainly going to celebrate it for yourself. And we haven't even gotten to the Lenormand yet.
Well, the Lenormand is offering the little bit of caveat here to me, in that this move may disrupt your stability or your sense of, you're going to have to make some changes, I guess, to accommodate this new opportunity, whatever it is. It may require you to swiftly kind of shake things up a little bit in your world. Like Mr. O said, obviously, if you were moving to a new place, that would cause that, there's always disruption. You got to do all these things. You got to move your stuff. You got to make plans. You got to work around things. You may have to take a longer drive to work, or, whatever the case may be. So I think that's what the Lenormand is saying here in this case.
Yeah, those are the caveats that this whole process, whatever it is going to be kind of like really quick moving. Like you might have to make, you know, crucial changes or decisions quickly, no matter what this may be. And so you have to kind of get used to that idea that you're in some sort of whirlwind situation. You know, it could be really big. I mean, maybe, you know, you're even, you know, making a major move, you know, of varying sorts. Like, for example, taking on a new job that's somewhere else located that's, you know, a distance away. And so you have to literally start something new job-wise and then move along with it. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I'm just thinking there's going to be a lot of changes for you.
Yeah, so it looks positive. I mean, it does. Mm-hmm. I can't give you a time frame on this, but, you know, it's leading into the fall, so it might be by the fall that this might occur. Before fall, you know, we enter the season of fall. So good luck with that.
Lena.
CJ is up and wants an oracle read. I've got 2 oracle reads in a row. So keep the Lenormand by you. Thank you. And, well, I don't know about you, but I want to use the Lammas Oracle. And, oh, by the way, Mr. O made these wonderful crackers. Maybe you want to show them up there. They're not they're based on a firecracker recipe we used to make, but without the fire. It's really more ranchy kind of cracker mix.
I knew everybody was going to be a wimp at this party and say, "Oh, too hot!" Yeah. But even I can't do it anymore. But the recipe's called the Alabama Firecrackers. It's really like simple. It's like teaspoons of garlic powder, onion powder, ranch mixing or seasoning dip, and then the hot ingredient is like 2 to 3 tablespoons of red pepper, crushed red pepper flakes.
That was too much, yeah. Mm-mm.
Some recipes vary, only want 1. That would be reasonable. But so it's very ranchy, savory, you know, kind of taste from all of that.
Tasty and addictive, as he will show you.
But then that fire. So I made it without the pepper flakes for my party yesterday.
He got so many gifts yesterday, and he gave every one of his coworkers a gift parting. It was such a nice celebration they had for him, and a great cake that they made. He really ought to share pictures all around social media of that cake.
I know.
Even
on my
Twitter?
Facebook.
Well, just Facebook.
I'll share it elsewhere.
Yeah. Maybe even put it in the community page on YouTube. You could do that. And so basically, I would say that's the way employment situations should be. People honoring people, appreciating each other, and doing right by each other. The perfect workplace scenario.
But they're very tasty for parties or just to have for snacking of your own. And all you have to do is Google Alabama Firecrackers. You need some either canola oil or cooking oil or olive oil. I used olive oil. Very simple recipe.
Well, this is a cool looking card, CJ. It is farm to table. There you go.
Nice.
And it is about, the keywords are knowing the source. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Knowing the source, right? Farm to table. Taylor Farms. Well, anyway, I digress. Knowing the source. Spiritual pesticides. Liberate yourself from influence and invoke the power within, is the advice. It's a shame that many of us do not know the source of our food or what toxic chemicals it might contain. The development of urban areas has removed us from connection with fresh fruits and vegetables, causing us to have little information about their origins or what effects they might have on our bodies. Hey, we're learning a lot now, aren't we? But anyway, the same can be said of spiritual nourishment. You might experience intense emotions that do not seem... You going to save me some of those?
No.
that do not seem to have a source. Or perhaps you are living a belief that wasn't really yours, but something you picked up as a child. Receiving this card nudges you to reflect on the source of what you're feeling. Is it truly coming from you? Or could it be something you've picked up unintentionally, not realizing the toxic energy it contains? Perhaps spending time with a dear friend depletes your energy. You love them, but every word they speak seems to be dipped in negativity. There could be a place you frequent that always leaves you feeling tired and drained. Carrying energies that belong to another will keep you from experiencing more love, happiness, abundance, and more. So take steps to clear and protect your energy, and further steps to separate your feelings from those of another. Be warned that it could involve limiting your exposure. Reread the previous paragraph. Well, sorry, you can replay it. Reread this previous paragraph, paying close attention to what came to mind first. It holds a clue that will guide you to investigate further. What do you got? The woman and the what?
Scythe.
Oh.
The lady and the scythe, but the scythe is curving off that way.
Well, that's what I think, is that the woman should be cutting away those things that are draining, those things that are not healthy and growthful for you, and also cutting away those, how do I want to say it? They said it, like spiritual pesticides, but cutting away those parts that aren't truly you, that maybe you've picked up from other people. I think about how people follow, this isn't necessarily you, CJ, but it gives you an example of some of where I'm going with this, is that I think about people who follow the leader. They follow somebody and they believe what they believe, but it's not really who they are. They lose themselves in this. That's the real extreme of it. But I mean, we pick up things all the time and we kind of adopt them. But are they really how we feel?
Well, when I put it together, it sort of looks too like this could be saying that, and thank you for giving the information there, but it could be saying that in making those changes and cutting away some of these things that still are, interacting and you'd rather have it be different, that it may mean you'll have to, give up some other things that you don't necessarily want to, but for the sake of your peace or your peace of mind, clarity of things, you may have to, cut away other things because of that resonance or attachment to that.
Yeah, that's what I have for you. Good luck with that.
Well,
it was
good
a
luck there, CJ.
Interesting card.
Indeed.
Well, what it says there.
Yeah, that sounds creepy and
is that maybe some limitations of time have to be in order. Just if he has to check in, say for example, on kids or something like that, say, can we kind of limit these calls to once a week or, whatever? I mean, find a way to set some limits of the time that you have to spend with people who are draining you. So good luck with that. I want to get Aries' question. I see it here.
And your next one's an oracle too?
Yep. And it's Jackie.
All right. Hey, Jackie.
And I'm going to get that out.
And this week we'll have us doing an unhappy hour. It's kind of like the odd little corollary to the happy hour.
Yes.
The difference is it is a recorded show, but it's good information for the elemental signs of the zodiac. Plus, we do one for the collective view of the world.
The world.
And the idea is like, what is it that's bugging all of us in these areas, and how can we make it better?
Why don't you shuffle and cut for me?
I can't imagine why you want that.
Well,
oh my God, those
come
are so
on.
good. We want to close the show and sit here and just
And
eat.
eat crackers.
Nosh. I guess we could nosh now, but then we'll have it all over our fingers. And
Hi, Joelle. I think we
Hi,
can
Joe.
fit you in. Yes,
Joe.
we can.
Oh.
It'll be a while, But you left your question, so if you can't stay, you'll be able to see it later. We will do the reading.
All right, so this is an oracle for Jackie.
Yep. I will get it just a minute.
Are they upside down?
No. Oh, I was supposed to pick them up, though, but I guess you did that. I wanted to pick them up, and then...
Well, people in hell want ice water.
Well, you can do that, and I'm just going to do this for now. I got to get a question, so sorry.
Alrighty then. I'll just have to read it.
No, you don't have to read it.
But I have the book now.
All right, good luck with that. Read it. I want to hear you read it.
I put it back in the deck, and now
your eyes aren't good enough for that book. That's why. That's why. Where's that magnifying glass I got you?
Where's the passive resistance?
Now, why did you do that? Did you cut them for me?
I did right now.
Sorry, Jackie. I hope this turns out well.
You can see that it's her fault.
I'm just doing my job here, Mr. O. Oh, this is
sure
cute.
You are.
It's corn. We probably did it because we're being so corny here. It's corn. Let spirit guide you and take meaningful action.
Corn and grain, that's like llamas.
Dreams become reality when combined with purposeful intent and action.
Corn and grain.
I used to like that chant. All right, corn. The keywords are sacred feminine energy, mother goddess, receptivity, and balance. Let spirit guide you and take meaningful action. Dreams become reality when combined with purposeful intent and action. This is your invitation to open yourself up to the inner workings of your spirit and navigate your decisions and actions from a place of authenticity and balance. Corn represents both the sun and the sacred feminine, represented by the corn mother and the corn maiden.
I love that.
It is a symbol of tempering action with allowing what you desire to come to you. In a reading, this card is guiding you to approach situations from both the head and the heart. You are being asked to stay open to spirit while also grounding your desires in the physical world. I like that. Dreams without action are fantasies, and action without intention is a waste of time. Likewise, there are times when you need to push and times when you should sit back and let things come to you. It's a constant dance of refining, always tinkering until you get just the right formula. Oh God, she's saying it again. Reread the meaning of this card while paying attention to which feels like the right path forward, action or receptivity. Well, I don't think you need to reread it to think about that. You're either going to act or you're going to decide maybe it's not time to act yet. Because that is what is required most at this time to address your question.
Well, in the spirit of Lammas, it's the gentleman in the coffin, so I say take out the wicker man and burn it. There he is. He's the corn king. Well, maybe he's not that. But it is the gentleman and the coffin.
Well, it is interesting to me to get that here with this card, which I just wanted to see one thing. I looked at corn dollies. Whoops, I was reading the right one, though. So I think what you have to do here is put an end to the things that are causing imbalance, and also put an end to the maybe waffling back and forth between action or receptivity, between the two. It's time to decide what is the best path to take. I think that's why the coffin is here, is put an end to the thinking about this and now decide what it is you really need to do and do it. Or not.
The sacrifice for the harvest.
Ooh. Mr. O's into this
A little.
Yeah, sacrifice stuff today. But anyway,
All right.
that's what we have for you. I like that. Good luck with that. That was a beautiful card. This is a great deck. Her decks are all great, though, really. And she's coming up with another tarot. There's going to be the fall to winter tarots coming out soon.
Hi, Sunshine.
I can't wait to get it. Hey, Sunshine, you made it, but barely. You're second from the last.
Yow.
Area's up.
Oh, okay, and I saw that question.
Yep, and I will put it out there again.
Well, I just happen to have my Modern Love Tarot. I just had a feeling that I would want it for any questions about possible romance. And it's the tarot that I use on my outlook on the emotional exchanges.
So you met somebody on the job, Ari. That's pretty cool. We met on the job.
We did.
Let me put this away.
It was our summer of love. Well, actually, it turned into the early fall. We had our first date actually in October.
We were still scoping each other out through the summer months, chatting in the stacks, etc.
Yeah, there's a big etc.
Hi, Rowie. You are the last one on the list. We
All
got to
right.
close the list. Oh, man.
All right. The sun. And it's upright. Nice. The Seven of Cups reversed.
Okay.
And another seven, which is also reversed, the Seven of Swords.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, these are kind of interesting.
So what is the first one again?
Huh?
The sun is first.
The sun is the first.
The sun is first, and then the Seven of Cups reversed, and... No,
Yes.
yeah, they're both reversed, and the Seven of Swords upright. Okay. Well... It is an interesting read for this. The sun really does speak of some type of success here. There's the potential for success in this relationship, Ari. For happiness and joy to come out of this. I'm glad it went well. The Seven of Cups indicates that, you know, with it being reversed like this, it's indicating that maybe you found the right one, that this might be the right chosen one for you. It's kind of interesting, but I think this will be revealed in time. So hopefully you're going to have more dates and see where things are headed, because I get the Seven of Swords here as saying something will come out. Something will come out, and it will, you know, be about choices here. You know, about these choices, whether you have made the right choice, I feel, or not.
Sometimes that Seven of Swords reverse could add a little dubious edge here, but the other cards are really pretty positive. The sun does indeed indicate success, and a lot of times the sun speaks specifically about, you know, positive outcomes for loving relationships. And to me, the Seven of Cups could be saying that from an array of possibilities, and that could be within just this situation, but it could talk about dating or situations in general. I think it's the former, you know, that there's just different possibilities in getting to know this other Aries better. So it may not necessarily pan out exactly the way, but it doesn't seem like it would be necessarily a bad thing. It just maybe there's more, there's possibilities, but there's also moving maybe quickly towards the best possibility. I guess that's one way of looking at that. And it is kind of interesting, the Seven of Swords, because it could be talking about something that seems improprietous in some sense of the word, that maybe there is a little bit of a past scandal or situation that you'll have to come to terms with, or that they will.
That's highly possible. I just kind of felt it tied into the Seven of Cups, so, but I think it's highly possible what he says as well. But I think this is really showing some great signs here. Fingers crossed. Now, Ari, you know, I don't like to get people's hopes up too high, but
the lilies and the ship.
now remember, the ship is a type of transportation that moves slowly, and remember, the lilies can be about long-term things or old age, etc. So when I see the ship and the lilies combined together, this could be a long-term relationship for you, Ari. It could be moving that way. It has the potential to move that way.
I won't say anything else. I agree with her totally.
So holy moly. And he's in Aries too. Oh boy, a lot of fire in that kitchen.
You know, a particular friend of ours, their first husband they were both Aries. I won't say who they are because they come to the show, but it's not unknown that two Aries or two Tauruses or two Pisces could be in a great relationship. So good luck. Very, very
good luck with that. Nice read.
Yeah, that was a nice read. I hope you liked it. Well,
yeah,
good for you. Good for you.
You know what? You changed your job location, and voila, that's what happened, right? I assume they're on the job you're at now, right?
Summer's here, and the time is right for dancing in the street.
All right.
Good luck, Gary.
Spirit connection is up, and it looks like we're going to do a 2 and 2 for this one.
Yeah.
All right, here's that. What didn't I... Let's use the Fortunate Frogs deck.
Oh, we're sorry, Flower Beauty, but we're closed. We have our last reading.
We are filling up fast lately, Flower. You probably have to get here like almost at the start of the show. We filled up in a half hour.
Yeah, we actually closed the list probably 5 or more minutes ago.
So we're sorry.
So I'm going to show our schedule, though, for next week.
Good to see you, though.
Yeah, nice to see you. We will be back next Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. for TFT Tarot After Dark.
Take care.
Best wishes to you. Thank you.
All right. I give you the Lenormand.
All right, Spirit.
Okay, let's take a look at August 18. Ooh. The King of Swords reversed. I know it's twigs, but twigs are swords in this deck. And the Empress is reversed. And what do you got for the Lenormand?
Choice and Coffin.
Oh! Well, I don't know what the other one is going to say, but this doesn't look so good. It's like somebody might judge you harshly, on the 18th. You know, they might be, maybe they're having their own bad day or something, but they may be judging you rather harshly and feeling like dissatisfied with your performance. Because that's the Empress, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sort of feeling that. And then when I look at the Lenormand is saying,
Choice was the first one.
What?
Choice was the first one.
Right. The Lenormand is saying that this day may not be a good choice.
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
Maybe to put an end to thinking about the 18th.
The choice.
Wow. I hope the other day is better.
The King of Wands in this context does seem like this
That's
could be
the King
somebody...
of Swords. I said twigs are swords.
Oh, okay, even worse. I was still thinking any King reverse can tend to be bad news, but the King of Swords could be somebody who just basically is not a fair person or is not going to be seeing things the same way. So I agree with this reading.
Okay.
Let's move to the next one then.
The World is reversed. Oh, Jesus. And Temperance is reversed. What?
I think I'll leave those up there. And in the Lenormand, it's fish and the letter. Well,
either day is a little bit problematic. It's almost as if but I would still say the better day of the two might be the 19th. It may just say that you may have to do more. I want to look at your question again. Which is a better day for me to belt test? Okay, belt test. They may want you to work on it more when all is said and done. I just think that you'd be judged more harshly on Tuesday than you would be on the first day than you would be on the second day.
The second day looks better, but not dramatically better.
Yeah, there's still things that either need some work. With Temperance reversed, there's kind of a balance issue going on here.
But the letter in the fish could indicate some sort of notice or awareness that you succeeded or that you participated or you succeeded somehow, so I'm sort of feeling that vibe from those two.
Well, I think that whatever it is, it's not going to affect, it may not affect you as adversely. Oh, board breaking. Well, I honestly don't know here why it's giving negatives for both day. It may be that maybe it's not so much about how they're judging you or how they're looking at you or how the belt testing goes. It might be because of something inside of you that maybe you're not fully prepared in the moment. You know what I mean? That there might be an imbalance going on when you do it. So, but I think that with the letter and the fish, that some good things are coming. Some good news is coming. Something that will spell growth for you. So I almost think that that's why I feel that, the 18th would be the better day.
Right. I'm going to agree with that. And when I look at the world reverse, sometimes I don't think that represents a failure so much as saying it's a continuation of this process that still needs to happen. And so this could be saying that for whatever reason, maybe it won't be totally one and done then. Maybe somehow some other opportunity arises to achieve balance.
It may be an area where they just recommend you do more, you do more practice on. I'm guessing. Because I definitely feel less of a intense vibe for that day than I do for the first day.
I think we're saying that Wednesday looks better.
Yeah, Wednesday's the better day. Absolutely. Because when I see the Lenormand for the first day, Christine, I really feel like it's saying, avoid this day, avoid this day. So,
well, good
luck with that.
We hope it works out.
Yep. You're welcome, Ari. That was a pretty good read, though.
Yeah, we thought it was. We hope it will work out for you.
Choices.
Yeah,
I noticed what you said about choices there, Ari. It was just that, this idea here that you picked the right person, to date. Somebody who, you feel something truly genuine for, and maybe you're getting the vibe back. You talked about the puppy love thing there. So when the 7 is reversed, it's indicating too that maybe both of you might feel good with the choice they made to date each other. So that's what's up with that.
All right.
All right. There it is. And we're on Country Love. Nice. You are welcome, Christine.
Well, good luck with that then. We sure hope so.
Okay, what good things can I expect to come for me in August?
I'm going to use the Tarot of the Animal Lords.
Well, is he a March Aries or an April Aries? I have a friend who was born on April 3rd, and she's a triple Aries. Oh my gosh. And she really acts like it too.
All right, so it's the upright 6 of chalices.
Okay.
And it's the reversed 5 of swords. Ouch. And it's the reversed 7 of chalices, which we just had with Aries reading a few minutes ago.
You're muttering. Couldn't make that out. So we got the 6 of chalices, the 5 of what?
Swords.
Swords, that's right. Reversed, and
7 of chalices reversed.
oh,
Like Aries.
that's not a knight. He's on a horse, so that's why. All right, so 7 of chalices. Throw the Lenormand on this.
The 6 of Cups, I think, is saying that maybe there's connections with people or situations from your past that may be helpful to you. They're coming up in the context of your question, or they're just somebody that you're going to be happy to see, a good thing you expect to come to you. So maybe they bring something with them, maybe they bring good times, maybe they bring happiness to you of some sort.
I like to think that these are disconnected things that you can expect in the month of August, I think, for the most part. Some good. The Lenormand is not going to be too good. Let's throw that out there.
Mountains.
I want to get my share of those. And the whip. I feel like somebody might be visiting you, an old friend or family member or something like that. There's a reconnection going on with your past. And it's a positive one. It's a positive one because there's a couple things happening this month that I don't think are as positive, but I think this will be. I don't think this is involved with that 5 of Swords, for example. I think this is good. And maybe it's because of some of the negative things that are going on, that you are going to reconnect with some people that bring you joy. Whether you initiate this or somebody else does, it seems like you're going to reconnect with somebody from your past, and it's going to be a good time. Whether it's just in conversation or whether you're actually doing something with them. And I feel here I'm going to move right into the Five of Swords and just say that, to me, it seems as though if I take anything good at all out of the Five of Swords, is that you are removing yourself from drama in August. You're done with people who are fighting with each other, trying to get you involved in their conflicts or things of that nature, or let's say workplace, toxic workplace infighting. You're just going to steer clear of all of that. You don't need it. And you'll have a much better August if you do. I'll stop there.
So I think Banshee's right. I think this is probably not connected to the first card. But it could be that, maybe the moral support, comes from somebody when you realize you have to, make a choice and move away from drama. And maybe that person is just there to say you did the right thing. But I don't think they're necessarily connected. And I agree with Banshee. I think this is just saying some other event says you need to move away from that drama. It could be anything. It could be other interpersonal relationships. It could be situations that are more business-like. But you're moving away from a drama, and then you're moving towards the Seven of Chalices also in this time period. It could be saying that it's reversed, that there's been other choices you've been thinking about doing, hoping to expand or hoping to, create fertile ground for other projects or situations, friendships, whatever it is. And you may have to, or you may willingly want to choose a particular course that seems to be the best suited to you, the most viable, possibly the one that just seems to be most emotionally and otherwise rewarding. Maybe it's connected to the other cards, but once again, I think it could just be a standalone of its own.
You had plenty. Don't give me that. All right. That's the Seven of Chalices upright, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It is upright? Okay. Well,
no, it's reversed.
Oh, it is reversed. I can, it's smaller now. I couldn't see it. So, yep, there it is. Okay. So, again, I think this means that also in August, you're going to be very happy with the moves and decisions that you make in this month. For example, deciding to reconnect with that family member or friend, whether they call you or you call them, or however it works out. And also deciding to move away from conflict and discord, and not be a part of people's dramas. Steering clear of dramas in August will make you feel a whole lot better. So I think the choices that you make are going to make you feel good, about your month of August. And when I look at the Mountain and the Whip, there may be some challenges this month. And I think the challenge is in avoiding this conflict and stuff, and really deciding, no, I am not, the Whip is usually an aggressive action, right? So I feel here you're going to really be aggressive in your approach to saying to people, don't involve me in this. I don't want a part in this, and do that so that you can avoid the complications that that's going to bring.
Well, the Five of Swords does represent that general reading's possibility or August possibility of things being, not good, not favorable. So that may be what the mountain is referred to, but whatever the mountain entails, struggles or situations, you're going to just find you have an energy or purpose to really, crack that whip and move through them. That, whatever these situations are, and this could even be saying if there are any little problematic things attached to reconnecting with somebody from your past or deciding what the changes are, you're just going to decide you just need to handle them swiftly and with purpose. And so that's a good thing too.
Yeah.
All right.
So good luck with that.
Good luck, country
So we
love.
have for you. Good luck with that. And the crackers are gone.
The crackers are gone and not forgotten.
Shirley is up, and boy, what perfect timing. I get to pick the deck, and I've got that horse deck. All right. And you have those.
And we are
All right.
about to begin our second hour. Don't forget to support us on our other media. Check out our card of the day and our oracle of the day each and every day. There is a regular kind of static version on Facebook or Threads or Blue Sky, and then there's an enhanced version, one that sort of has music and a little bit of motion on YouTube, possibly on Instagram. We don't have a clear format for these things, so they are catch as catch can, but see them all on our other media. You're welcome, Country Love.
I'm sorry I forgot to put the happy hour notice yesterday on YouTube. I put it everywhere else, and it was announcing we'd be partying with Mr. O. I mentioned it on the last happy hour in various places, so try to be better about that in the future, but we're not expecting a lot of happy hour disruptions. All right, one more shuffle. Okay, Shirley.
Excuse me.
Tired. Should be full of energy now. Okay, Shirley, you start with the Two of Pentacles upright. Wow. The Queen of Wands is upright. Huh. And the Star is reversed. Huh. What do you got?
The snaky snake
Oh, what?
and the tree.
Well, that's interesting.
Perhaps.
Okay, well, on the surface here, I think it definitely looks balanced. You know, you've got the Two of Pentacles here. It just seems as though everything flows next week in a nice, healthy balance. Does that mean more work coming in? Maybe. But what it does mean to me is that whatever work is there seems to balance everything out nicely for you. Whether, you know, it's not more than you can handle, number one, or whether it just keeps your finances in moving, you know, flowing in a balanced direction. So in other words, you don't lose money this week. You may gain a little, but you may not gain a lot, because I'm looking at the Lenormand and how it's playing into this, and we'll talk about that later. But everything should kind of be nice and balanced. That's with the first card only that I'm seeing.
Ah, okay, right. Yeah, I see that, and I can see where we'll go, but I would have to just say I agree with that this overall trend right now is for balance, and maybe even, you know, a sense of building strength.
Yeah, and you know, with the Queen of Wands here, this is like good. I almost think here that, you know, the more you showcase what you can do and what you can give to others, the more likely you're going to attract more business to you this week. So those people that you are doing classes with, be sure to remind them to you know, give a good word out there to you, give a shout out to you, and you know, maybe they'll be able to bring in some business for you. I almost feel kind of a word of mouth thing here going on, even though that's not the Queen of Swords or the, you know, communication.
Queen of Wands.
Rick's the Queen of Wands, but I feel here, you know, with the Queen of Wands, there's always this idea of, you know, being noticed by others.
Promotion,
and
right.
So I'm thinking if it's going to be a balanced week and you're working steadily with others and, you know, everything is in a flow and you're giving them a good training, they might put the word out there for you and attract future business your way.
Well, with the Queen of Wands, I think it's more likely it's you being confident and not aggressive so much as just saying really proponent, advocate for what you do here. You know, there's always a business connection with the Wands too. And so this is saying, you know, you're moving from the point of feeling a stability and or foundation in your business, around your business, that allows you to maybe pursue being a little bit more engaging towards your business. So maybe you'll be trying to find or promote ways you can speak about it or advertise it more in some method. And then that's the star?
It's the star reverse. So all I have to say is that if you don't get much in the way of new business this week, don't allow it to deflate you in any way. Don't allow it to make you feel pessimistic, because I feel like things are going to be fairly balanced and good, and it might be setting the stage for, better things to come.
Right. This could just be saying that you might benchmark it against last week, like you mentioned, and feel a little bit disappointed that it wasn't quite as successful. But what you have to realize is that your sense of stability in your environment and your ability to be that proponent that I mentioned are really your strong points here. And so it's just a matter of keeping at it. So the Lenormand.
Well, the Lenormand is interesting to me because it's the tree and the snake. And so don't be deceived. Again, this is what I'm saying. Don't be deceived in thinking, and getting pessimistic because things didn't grow the way you hoped they would. I think that's why the snake is here. It's a deception. It's deceptive right now. Whatever happens this week is not indicative of, less growth in the future. Okay? Because I do feel like things are moving in a positive way for the most part, but because everything is kind of now breaking even and feeling good. You may have been hurting for more business in the past, but things are picking up. And so I feel that may be the direction things are really going in, even if you don't see it this week.
Right. It could be that there are some things that are just slow burners and that are not indicative of more immediate growth, but maybe factor into, overall stability and slower growth. It's not the growth you may want, but it may be the growth you can count on being around for a while. And so I like the idea that, there is growth, but you might feel like there's deceptiveness or fluid quality about it, and you just need to maybe sit with it and examine it. So good luck with that.
And Kara's up. Dream about your ex-boss.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's Mr. O's deck.
Amber's the Whispers of Time. If it doesn't flop all over the place.
So good luck with that, Shirley.
Good luck, Shirley.
We didn't put that back.
All right, before I begin, I just want to mention that a lot of times things that appear in dreams may be symbolic of something else. And so the person in your dream may be symbolic of something else. But let's see what we got here. And our first card is the Reversed Magician. Am I doing this like you're reading? Not really.
No.
All right. The next card is the reversed Nine of Wands. And the last card is the upright Five of Swords.
What? Did you have problems with that boss? Was it a good working relationship?
I think it's symbolic.
Either way,
Right.
I want to find that out.
Yeah.
Here, because I've got the positive cards here.
Well, no longer working there. That's positive, right?
Did you mention what those were?
The fish and the tree.
Okay, thank you.
Left on not so good terms.
Okay. Well, because it looks funny, you know. So let's take a look at this. Did the person there, you know, this might be metaphoric. I agree with Mr. O, because did that boss or the people there, if things didn't go well, make you feel less than who you really are? You know, the magician made you feel like you weren't good enough, or, you know, whatever, that they were always kind of down on you. When I see the magician, I sort of feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
that they were playing games with you, you know, that there was some trickery involved here. So, but I'm looking at this and thinking, if it's metaphoric, it may have came to you now because you're experiencing some of these same feelings of inadequacy, or not, you know, feeling good enough on the job. Oh no, are you kidding?
Oh. Well, then that's the trickster element.
That is.
The magician
oh my
reversed,
God.
you know.
So, okay.
Using his talents for ill and or possibly trickery, fraud.
This does put a different spin on it in a way, because in a way this could be a metaphoric thing for you, Kara, to be careful of somebody trying to trick you into something. Not necessarily what he was trying to trick you into, but just that there might be some trickery coming your way and things not being what they appear to be.
The danger is the Nine of Wands reversed, because
Yeah.
you may not be prepared for this, or you may not see it coming, or, you know, something like that, you know, that just somehow it catches you by surprise and you are not at your best strength or optimum to, you know, deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't paying attention, or you just took something at face value, it could come back to haunt you. You know, the nine.
Stalking too, she says.
What? Oh yeah, I heard that. But anyway, the 9 indicates to me that you're not prepared for what this is. It's just going to come in. If you're not prepared, you know, you could act too hastily and get caught up in something that you might be sorry about later.
So is it possible that you could be encountering a situation with someone who is a stalker of some sort, maybe not for those reasons, but for some other reason, because there's something that they wish to defraud you of in some way, or something like that? And of course that could be taking us towards the Five of Swords, which looks like it's a situation that's going to be really hard for you to be on top of, or to come out on top of.
Well, let me go back to that stalking thing, because I know what you said there, and I'm just trying to look at all of this metaphorically, and I feel like it's not so much stalking to me. I lost my thought. Hold on. Could you put the big screen up again,
Yes,
please?
of course. Why don't you just ask?
Okay, never mind. I've got it. The 9 of Wands. It's not so much stalking to me. It's a matter of them getting you at a vulnerable moment, though. So, you know, anybody who's tricking people, con people, they know when they kind of gotcha, you know, or they know when the right moment is to possibly strike. And so I sort of feel it's more that than overt stalking. The Five of Swords, though, is kind of a creepy card, I would say. So what I think this whole dream is about is a warning to be on your guard and be prepared for somebody who's going to try to sell you something. You know, it doesn't have to be for money. Just sell you a story, tell you something that is not in your best interest to buy or believe in. Okay? And they're out for trouble, for causing trouble. And
Is
so I
it-
think it's a warning dream.
Is it somebody in your family or somebody you are connected to in a closer way? That's the tree and the fish.
I don't know. I think that it's probably not that kind of a dream where he's going to come back into the picture per se, but it could be somebody else, you know. It could definitely be somebody else.
Yeah, I think it's more likely it's somebody else.
And with the letter Mond, it could involve money. It could involve money. You know, also be careful of people out there who want to give you training or teach you something. Be careful about that too, because I'm seeing the tree there, and I'm just kind of wondering if it could be something that they're trying to engage you into some kind of con about learning, and then they don't deliver what they promised.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, because the fish is there too, and it, you know, don't pay up front for anything unless you're sure of, you know, that the people are reputable. You know, like for example, I've gone to workshops from the Tarot Lady and other people who are out there, who are authors, who have a reputation, you know, to uphold. And so, you know, I don't mind putting the money up front for something like that. So just do your due diligence with whoever's trying to offer you something. And you know, be aware. Because, I don't know, there's something funny about this dream coming to you right now.
I think I've had dreams, CJ, where maybe I was reading cards. I don't think I was reading for other people. I might have been reading for myself. That sounds familiar.
I don't think I've ever done that. I can't say that that I remember any anyway. So, yeah. I got no money, I don't work. Well, okay then, you've got the grade out. But maybe it's not about money. It could be about something else too, gaining your confidence, your influence. Hey, even if you don't have money, they may have an advantage in stealing your identity. So be careful with your private information as well. Okay? Because I don't know what this is, but it does seem to me like it's some kind of warning dream. It could be a warning for you to not be, to pretend to be something you are not either. But I don't feel that as much.
Right. All right.
Okay, Zach is up. Hi, Zach. That was a wild reading. Whoops. That's where I have to hit it twice again. All right. And Zach wants to know, right here, there. I ask if the end of summer might be the time that I get a glimpse of a new, purposeful start. Let's use this one. More. Oops. Well, we start with the Five of Pentacles upright. They're so pretty. Temperance upright. Ooh. And the Sun upright.
And I have a closer look in the Lenormand and the compass.
Wow. It's really interesting. All right. Well, the Five of Pentacles upright just seems as though, okay, so you're asking by the end of this summer. So it seems as though to me the Five of Pentacles might be a card for the here and now, Zach. That maybe you're feeling still trying to find your way, find your place, find where you belong in life, find where you should be moving towards. You may feel like you're lacking that right here. There's some insecurity and some inability to see where you belong right now and where you should start moving towards.
Because of the way you ask your question, I think that Five of Pentacles denotes this process from now or thereabouts till the end of the summer, that you are moving towards this realization that you're not alone, or that you are finding what your purpose should be, or what your next realm of activity should be. So I think that's what that represents.
Well, it's upright, so I think that that's where you're feeling now. But I would say that you are on the right path, because the rest of the cards are where this is really telling the story. Because Temperance is indicating, try to take a more balanced approach to things. Things may not be as dire as you may be thinking they are right now. You may be feeling confused or maybe directionless at the moment, but Temperance being here is saying there's a harmony and a balance and a calm. And if you're not feeling that right now, you need to put yourself in that place. A place of calmness, a place of tranquility, a place where you can meditate and really start to sort things out for yourself.
Right. This is saying that the biggest factor you need is that sense of being at peace with yourself, at peace with your world, finding the inner and the outer balance as best you can, and realizing that all of your thoughts and actions need to include that sense of temperance and moderation, to not overdo anything in particular unless you feel truly guided towards that.
So do you see how I think it's all a progression here? So the sun at the end is indicating success, a successful conclusion to your question, which means to me that yes, by the end of summer, you will get a glimpse of where you need to be going. And why? Well, the sun spells victory, number one, and success and joy. So you go from this place here to the sun at the end. And the Lenormand tells you how you get there, along with the Temperance card. When you put yourself in that meditative state, Zach, you're going to be able to take a closer look at things, take a good objective look at your life path and where you've been and where you think you want to go, and you're going to find your direction. That's the compass.
I love it. I just think it's really positive, Zach. I mean, I can't say otherwise. And I'm picking up with the sun, the idea that, yes, this is really symbolically and otherwise saying that the end of the summer finds you embracing that, feeling that sense of success, knowledge, or inspiration that you need. And I look at the Lenormand, the compass, and the closer look. And the compass says you are orienting yourself towards being able to see better within yourself, or to see better within the world that you're trying to affect and to create better for.
Yeah, I really like this reading. And so as I'm saying, the compass and the closer look. You need to take a closer look at things and not so much feel empty of ideas or empty of direction, because all you need to do really is relax yourself, calm yourself down, and start examining your life more in depth and take a closer look at things, and you will find your way. You will find your way. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Zach.
Like it. We're on Libra cusp.
right.
And Libra wants to know, what do I need to know? So that could be my reading.
Okay. And I'm going to grab a deck. Because what the heck?
There we go. Wow, so many people came early and you put your questions right out there. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
I had so many of them right from the beginning. I really appreciate that. All right. Makes my life easier and dealing with Mr. O's impatience even easier.
Thank goodness this is a family show. Otherwise, I might have to say something.
Oh,
All right. What does Libra Cusp need to know? Card 1. The Three of Wands. Reversed.
Oh.
And this is saying that maybe a particular opportunity is not going to be yours, or you have the possibility of missing it. I'm going to just say that maybe you need to know this because it's still possible that you might have this opportunity. So I don't think it's necessarily about the job that you realize you didn't receive, but it could be something similar, because wands are, of course, about enterprise, possibly involving work opportunities. So I think this is saying what you need to know is that there's still maybe time to take advantage of some opportunity or some new direction, perhaps.
Well, yeah, the Three of Wands reversed. I feel here that, okay, so what do you need to know? You need to know that something has kind of taken the wind out of your sails. You need to know here that it could affect your sense of comfort in trying something again. So I don't want you to get so discouraged that you give up. Like, for example, give up on finding a job, give up on something else in your life, if that's, if this is about something else. It just seems that, you need to not allow this to break your spirit of wanting to explore new opportunities for growth and advancement, or to even be able to step outside your comfort zone.
So why is this important? And it's the reversed Two of Pentacles. It's important because this may just be a time where you don't have all the options you need, that maybe there are things that are more externals that you're not able to manage or handle properly. It is possible that maybe they are things that are not necessarily externals, but whatever it is, it's important to realize that some of this is just things that you don't have the skill set for, or that you're not totally able to bring that balanced approach or decision-making ability into it.
Well, why this is important is I think here you're struggling to put everything in balance. If you desperately need a job and money, for example, and your other life has its demands too, is trying to struggle to find the balance here. And also, you need to find, and that's why you can't give up. I'd say here that this card was speaking in terms of maybe, with the wind being taken out of your sails, you may be a little reluctant to take some steps again to try to right the imbalances in your life right now. And so it's important for you to keep working on this and keep pursuing what it is you need to do to put everything in balance once more.
So where will this lead? I like it. It's the upright Wheel of Fortune. And,
wow.
And this says that somehow...
You don't know the real wow yet. Shall I show you?
Go ahead. The clover. Crimson and clover. I like that. And the dog. Like that. Well, where it leads to really is a change of luck, a change of fortune, a feeling that maybe something good happens to you that you weren't expecting, that you could consider luck, even if it was something that maybe was going along in the background and you forgot about it, or it was just going to happen anyway. It feels like a burst of good change for you.
So clearly you need to keep trying to move in the direction you need to move into to restore your balance, because, you know, your luck is going to change for the better. So you've got to believe that. And look at, you've got the dog and the clover, which is all about good luck and timing too. Sometimes things don't work out either because of timing issues or just bad luck, whatever the case may be. But luck is now on your side. And so be loyal to that. Trust in your good luck. Believe you're going to have some good luck. Keep trying to reinforce that with you. I am a lucky person. Things are going to work out just fine. And then go out there and try to get, and imagine, try to get what you want and imagine you have it. And just let the universe do its work. Trust in yourself, and trust in the universe. The universe has your back here. And I can't rule out the fact that maybe somebody else that you know might bring you some of this good luck. Maybe they give you a tip.
I like that too. And of course, Libra and all of you, you come to a tarot reader because you want to believe that we might have something that is truthful for you. So believe what we're telling you, but believe also that when you get up and you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, you can do this, you are telling yourself you have that strength to lift yourself up. Just keep doing that too. God love you.
Good luck with that. Oh, I love seeing the wheel and the clover in the same reading.
All right.
Dr. V is up.
Hi, Dr. Victor.
And I got the question here. So I don't know if that's a workplace or a person.
Right. Let's just try it, though, because, of course, we often pick up those aspects.
We'll see. All right.
I would say it's more likely some sort of interpersonal relationship, because usually Dr. Victor doesn't say relationship. He usually says situation or work with or things like that. But we'll keep open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. As the saying goes, what you got?
God, it looks like a wildfire. It's the death card, right? Another major arcana, the Empress card, but it's reversed. Wow.
I think this is a personal relationship. Maybe.
Well,
Ooh.
sometimes that just means partnerships as well.
That's true.
So
That's true. Of course.
we can read it both ways here.
All right. Lenormand gives us once again the closer look.
Oh.
But this time, what influences the closer look is the clover.
Oh, really? So the clovers pop back out there.
Yeah.
Ah.
So what do you think?
Well, what do I think? I think here that some changes in the offing here. Some change in the status of this relationship. This relationship, like you said. Maybe, and it's weird because I almost think the two cards that are following are describing the change, okay? So I'm going to read it that way, Mr. O. You can go your way, but I'm seeing the death change card here, and I think what's changing is from a period of stagnation or little growth, suddenly everything flourishes. The relationship flourishes. So if this is a business partnership or some kind of agreement, this will bode well for that. If this is actually a romantic relationship, it definitely bodes well for that. I just feel like change needs to happen here and probably from a period of stagnation to one of growing together, coming together.
Well, I can't disagree with you. It's almost plain to see that. And I do like how you indicate that maybe this change, well, maybe you don't indicate it, maybe this is my caveat, is that this change is not necessarily on the part of either of these people in the situation. It could just be something that does change the status quo.
That could be.
Maybe, like you say, it proceeds from a sense of things being diseased in a way or not productive. That actually does lead to the idea that somebody decides they have to take the change or make the change. And so it does result in the idea that whatever the situation is, a partnership or a relationship, there's harmony and trust and the ability to flow towards what your intention should be.
Working together.
So that's really clear, Dr. Victor, that a big change will make this work out, I think.
I think if you take a closer look at the situation, you may be able to find a way to bring more, to have an influence over how this goes, to your advantage. In other words, because the Clover, the luck card is here. So take a closer look to at the timing, what timing might be involved here, and how you might use time to your advantage. I'm just saying that too because the Clover can be about right timing. So it could just be saying that when the right time comes, you'll know it. Closer look, you'll know it.
Well, it really appears like it's going to work out on its own, but I like what Banshee says because I think the sense of timing and good luck will allow you to capitalize on where this is going to, and so that you will be able to ensure it goes that way. And I feel like it looks like it's a successful situation, whether it's a personal relationship or business or something else.
This is a real good reading, Dr. V. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck, Dr. Victor.
And we are on Siama.
Hi, Siama.
Who wants a general reading? Thank you. Yep, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Hi, Siama. All right.
Oh, I didn't use my prairie deck yet. I brought that out. I'll use that next. All right. Hey, Sienna. Good to see you. It's time for me to change this tablecloth. The cats have ripped little holes in it everywhere. I've got a late summer cloth, and I already bought a cloth for fall.
All right. General reading. The Knight of Cups, and it's upright.
All right. Wow.
The Sun, which is also upright.
Holy moly.
And the reversed Six of Wands, which throws a little bit of displeasure into this otherwise looking good kind of cards. The Lilies, and the Tower, which I hasten to add is not like the tower that's in the tarot.
Right.
All right.
So, generally speaking, I almost feel like things in your emotional life, whether it's not necessarily a relationship. I mean, it could be, but it could be revolving around families, friends, etc., is going to be going well for you. I almost feel like the Knight of Cups and the Sun kind of go together here. That there's just going to be a lot of social activity coming your way, or good times anyway, good feelings for people. And I get the feeling it's coming from your personal life more than your business life. That's just my feeling on those two cards.
Right, and this could be, summer or end of season. I don't know what season it is for you, where you're at, but it could be like transitions between seasons and or situations, and it feels like it's a happy time. You're moving towards a sense of emotional happiness. Maybe children are, graduating or have graduated, or people are coupling or having children, or people are celebrating things, and people feel really warm and responsive and feel like things are getting better if they actually weren't. It just seems like movement towards good stuff. Something is really changing for the better.
Yeah, I know that it just feels like you're going to be in a really upbeat mood for the most part, that not a lot of things can bring you down. But there is that Six of Wands reversed, and for some reason, I feel it's a workplace thing, maybe. I don't know what you do.
Wands could be that.
But I get the feeling that you feel like you're lacking some support from others where you're at. And it's starting to get to you there a little bit, I think, or maybe it has been for some time. It just feels like people are unsupportive, or maybe it's just something that's transitory. Maybe, everybody's just so busy that, they're treating people rather, abruptly, poorly, not going out of their way to be supportive, etc. I don't know.
Well, maybe the Sun represents the sense of that balance of the dichotomy between your personal emotional life feeling good and moving forward, but maybe your professional employment career life doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like you feel like you're moving towards something good. You sort of feel like it's just stale or it's not good. And so maybe this represents the idea that you understand that about your life, even though you're content in most ways. There's just that little nag there with things on that level.
So if you feel excuse me, if you feel that that maybe people aren't supporting you, for example, to give you a raise or possible promotional opportunities where you are at, maybe it's time for you to seek out long-term, stable employment elsewhere. But also, it could be saying that maybe if you feel too, if you have any way that you can move around in your workplace, like transfer to a different department or do something different, maybe you ought to try that if you feel the people you are working with in the team you're in now, it's not working out for you.
I think it's either of those. I think that the Tower and the Lilies suggest that right now is a good time because you have enough positive sense of yourself and your skill level, etc., to feel that you can either do better where you're at in the work situation you may be at, that you can improve that, you just need to focus there, or that you can go somewhere else to accomplish the same thing. So I think that's what that means, is that you have the ability to find something better for yourself, or create or help something better happen. And maybe this is just happening too because of a particular sense of the positivity you're understanding in your life at this time. A lot of things are changing for people in terms of the astrology creating a stable, environment, maybe for some positive change for some people. So good luck with that.
So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. All right. Joel is up.
Right, Joel.
And I've got the question. There it is. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So he's leaving. Ah. Well, let's see what we get. These cards are sideways.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're going to take up a little more room there. I like to bring them out at this time of year, at least for a little run. It's called the Pastoral Tarot.
Yes.
Alright. So that's why I'm cutting them this way. Alright. Well, we got the Nine of Cups reversed. Oh, man. What the heck? The Queen of Cups is reversed. And the Four of Swords is upright. Sorry, I challenged you with this deck.
That's okay. That'll work. All right, and our friend the closer, no, Choice has returned.
Oh, okay.
Choice. And the Tree.
Well, I have to say that I don't know, it's a really funny reading because I could read this so many different ways. The Nine of Cups, when I'm thinking about it reversed, indicates to me that somebody isn't getting what they desire here. Is it you who maybe wants them to feel like they will miss you once they're gone, and you're not going to get that wish? Or is it Max who feels disappointed a bit that they, and will miss you? I could see it either way here. What do you think?
I'm going to lean towards the idea that Max probably will miss you.
I think.
I think the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups combine to represent that sense of, a sadness or emotional unease of some sort. The Queen of Cups could be saying somebody really feels very disappointed. So I almost wonder if there's a backstory here that Max expected you to possibly change jobs and move along with them to the new job. You're close friends, obviously, so it could be something like that. So maybe they're disappointed as well as maybe missing you.
Well, it's interesting you say that, Joelle, because I think that's the last card. And it's funny you said this, because I was just going to ask you, were they really having some issues at this job? It looks like they needed this break. That's the Four of Swords. And I feel like they needed to get away from the job. And that's why they had to do it. And so I was going to ask you, were they unhappy there? It sounds like there's chaos there, and it's been driving maybe a lot of people crazy. Yeah, Namira, we're sorry. We had to close the list literally at the half-hour mark of our show. So we filled up really fast this time.
Well, regardless of all that stuff, that's fine. I understand that, some people in some countries use the same terms to mean closeness of individuals, friends, or possibly more. That's fine. We didn't necessarily need to know that, or it does influence our opinion. The last card does indeed look to me like maybe this is just a chill out period, and that maybe it might represent that they're not done, with, you in a sense, because they're still going to consider you a friend or possibly more in any sense of that. It just sort of means to me that I think you're not probably done with Max as a friend. And that could be because they miss you enough to make sure of that.
Okay. Thank you for that. I just feel that it may be done, but it's basically because it's all about the job, though, I think they just needed that break from it. And that's what that Four of Swords is to me. They needed to get away. And they needed peace of mind or just some more peace in their life.
Okay.
Let's see, with the Lenormand, though, the choice in the tree. Yeah, I mean, they chose to move on because they wanted something more out of their work experience. Whether they wanted to acquire more skills, whether they wanted a more, to learn some new things, what they just wanted to grow, or whether they just wanted to grow and maybe felt this job was not the right place for them. They made the choice. I think here too.
Yeah,
Okay, I will say this. You may remain in contact with them in some degree. Maybe they'll text you or email you from time to time, and just say hi. It's hard to say. Some workplaces people will talk afterwards. I feel a little hope there when I see the choice in tree, in that there may be the choice made to keep this relationship, this friendship, this buddy thing alive, to some degree, just to keep in contact.
Well, your basic question was whether Max would miss you, and I think it sort of indicates he will. Whether he's able to continue being in contact with you, time will tell, perhaps. I know how that works. Sometimes, people stay in touch from work, and sometimes they don't, no matter how close you actually are. I've had it in my own life, of course. So good luck with that. You're a very kind and caring person.
Yeah. Well, I hope you at least can remain in touch. Obviously he lives a distance away, right? And so it may not be possible to see each other often, but you might be able to keep in touch. I'm giving a little bit of nod there to that. But anyway, I do feel that they will think fondly of you. I don't see anything that would necessarily say otherwise.
It's very different from our earlier generation where teammates could not have those kind of feelings without, having weirdness happen in their life.
So good luck with that.
Good luck. Absolutely.
And Sunshine is up.
All right. Yeah. Boy, don't I know that one too.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we know.
Hi, Shadow.
Sunshine wants a general reading.
Shadow. What are you looking at? Shoo, shoo.
That's nice. Yeah, why not? And just maybe drop the hint. Why, I hope you keep in touch and we can chat from time to time. I think that would be nice.
Come here, baby. And it looks like we froze again.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. There she is. The shadowy one. Come here, girl.
Oh, it came back. Thank goodness.
Right. I told you it was there now.
Okay. So we're still here if you guys are all still here.
Of course. Nobody went away. Just
Shadow is here. Shadow has joined us. I don't know what happened to Sunny today.
He's asleep in our room.
Ah, come here, Shadow.
Earlier.
Come sit up here.
All right.
Yeah.
So general reading for Sunshine. And our first card is the Hermit reversed. And then I have the Six of Cups reverse.
You're very welcome.
You're
Joelle,
welcome.
take care.
And Judgment is reversed. So all reverse cards.
What's the middle one?
Six of Cups.
That's it.
Reversed.
Because it's so slow here. It really is.
Well, I'm so sorry for you.
And Judgment's reversed. Well, okay, general read. Maybe now is the time. Well, do you want to go ahead? I'm getting conflicting
Okay, the general
thoughts
reading.
here.
Okay, so I'm not sure if these cards are all the same flow. They almost feel the same in a way too. This may be saying that you're feeling like you might be giving up on a particular meditation or internal thought you were doing about your situations or stuff. And you've shared some of that with us, so that's why I feel comfortable in saying that I think it's about that Six of Cups that could be related to people from your family situation, maybe that, you know, you're not always comfortable with, or maybe there's situations that just never seem to be resolved or bring a certain sense of, you know, disappointment or heartache. And maybe the Hermit is saying, you know, you sort of feel like you just sort of need to stand on your own with those, or stand apart from that dynamic that maybe you were trying to relate to them or trying to understand their side, but maybe you realize that's not your best way of dealing with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I went.
No, I keep getting conflicting signals in here in my head. I'm not sure.
Well, I didn't have it on the right camera setting. I thought I did, so.
And I'm not sure where I want to go with it. But the Hermit, to me, could be one of two things here. I could do this reading in two different ways. Maybe I need the Lenormand in this, because let me first talk about the Hermit. The Hermit, to me, could indicate that there's some things maybe you've been putting off addressing, Sunshine, and it may have to do with something that's happened in the past. Something that just seems like, you know, is something negative that happened in the past that maybe needs to be addressed. Whether this is with family, friends, or, you know, in some professional capacity, this needs to be addressed. That was one way I was looking at it. Another way I was looking at it was that the Hermit sometimes means you need to come out of that cave again and start socializing more, getting out and meeting people more. Quit being haunted maybe by things that are blocking you from doing it from the past. So you see where I'm going here? There's two different ways, and they've just been bopping in my head and like vying for my attention. And I'm like, I'm just going to tell you both of them.
I like that, because I was thinking about the Hermit too as that symbol of, you know, kind of getting away from your sense of isolation, and so therefore would, you know, kind of connect to maybe what you're internalizing, dealing with people from your past, family or otherwise. Does it lead towards Judgment reversed?
Well, Judgment reversed is saying here too is block out any either harsh judgments on yourself or on other people at this time, or don't allow their criticisms and judgments to continue to block you from getting out more and doing the things you want to do. Let the past go. It's time to, the past is the past.
That's it.
Let the past go. And if people are still holding their own grudges or their own issues, you don't have to feed into that. You don't have to participate in that. And you can move forward more confidently and productively. So the loose end, I just want to go back to that part about maybe tying up loose ends here with the Hermit, might be letting go of that past and ignoring, you know, other people's criticisms of you and just doing what you feel you need or want to do.
You said what I wanted to say.
Okay.
But yeah, it just came to me too that really, you know, that's what the Hermit is saying, you know, leaving these things behind, leaving them in that cave where you don't need to be. So the Lenormand.
Speaking of the cave,
Oh wow, another cave. It's the well.
the well is about diving deep, like the hermit would if he was upright. And
The dog.
I think you need to think deeply about your associations with people and who are your friends and allies and who are not. And, and that goes for family or whoever. And make and set boundaries and make decisions accordingly. Be loyal to those who deserve your loyalty and friendship and camaraderie, and the rest, let them go. Just let them go.
Right, exactly. Be loyal to your own sense of where you need to focus right now. Even if some of these things didn't hit exactly, maybe you want to stick with what your instincts tell you, because it will serve you well in either respect. Trust your instinct too when you're taking that deeper look, that closer look into things. Aww.
Aww.
So
She's
that's
in
what
a
we have for
nuzzle
you.
mood.
Good luck, sunshine.
All right. Yep, good luck. All right. And that leaves us with Rowie. We'll end the show with Rowie.
Hi, Rowie.
And Rowie wants a general guidance, please. So we'll get that. We're right on time. I mean,
Look
we're just
at
going
that.
into a little overtime.
Not bad at all.
So what deck will I close with? Well, let's use the Symbolic Tarot. All right. Shadow is just the smartest of the three cats. I will say that. And also the
Most curious.
overly curious for her own good. Yes.
We still believe she's at 8 lives or better, though.
Somehow. All right. Oh, all right. So we have the 5 of Cups upright. So Raven on that card. We have the Hanged One reversed and a Lotus on that card. Well, and Judgment's back in this deck. And it's about a desert. But it's reversed.
Is she on top of the Lenormand?
Oh!
Whoops.
Why, yes, I'm sorry, sir. There you go. Well, this is an interesting read. I don't know. I could start, but I could let you start. What do you want to do?
Okay. So it is a general reading?
Yes. General guidance.
General guidance.
Shall I?
If you want. I'm just looking at them at the moment.
Well, the 5 of Cups to me, you're asking for general guidance, and the 5 of Cups to me would be, my guidance for you would be, or through the cards would be, don't dwell on your losses. Dwell on what you have remaining. We may win things in life, we may lose things in life, but we always have something to fall back on. And so that's what you need to focus on right now. Not whether you've won or lost and what that means, especially if you've had a loss recently of some sort. Or if even you're thinking about a past loss that just keeps haunting you. To let go of regret. There's nothing we can do about the past, but we can move forward with what we have left. And I think with the Hanged One, I want to go right into that because it fits. And the Hanged One is saying, don't ruminate about this or think about this any longer. It's time for you to get back out there in the swing of things, get back out into the world and not allow whatever's happened in the past to haunt you and stop you from going after new opportunities.
Well, the thing that you are regretting that maybe you're not focusing on what you have, but you're regretting what you lost, it could be a perspective you had, maybe that's shown by the Hanged One reversed, that maybe a particular truth or strong feeling you believed in, maybe you're being forced to consider it differently, even dramatically, and that brings a big sense of grief or loss because maybe you feel you've lived a part of your life wrongly, or that you've done things that maybe impacted in ways you didn't expect to for others or for yourself. And so that could be a part of where some of this regret is coming from. And I think it's like what we were saying, though, is you need to let the past be the past and realize that you can't necessarily correct everything. You can only try to do better where you can.
Did you say what those metal Lenormand were? One is the mask.
I didn't say what they are. The first one is the masks, and the second one is the sun.
Okay, I wanted to know that. So, yeah, Judgment Reversed is indicating to me that, if you allow yourself to live, let me go back a little bit here because I'm combining it all. So, if you allow yourself to live with this regret, and you don't realize that there's still so much more waiting for you out here in the world, you're blocking your ability to grow and transform. So there is a call right now that transformation is needed. Something needs to be changed, either in attitude or in your approach to something for you in order to succeed. And it seems to be blocked right now. So I think when I see the mask and the sun together here, it is saying, these regrets, let them go. Pull down that mask. I think they're hiding the real you. And the real you is waiting to transform and grow and be successful, which is what the sun promises.
I'm wondering if maybe there's a particular thing that you're kind of in denial about, that the mask you're wearing is to hide happiness that you maybe don't feel entitled to in a way. And that's Judgment Reversed too. Like you're not letting yourself feel or see a better outcome, and maybe you feel that somehow there's a regret here that you deserve this, but you're in denial to the point where either you don't totally realize that, or for some reason you're willing to just let it go, thinking that you have to struggle on. But you can find a happiness if you're more willing to confront this, which I think is what most of these cards are trying to say. Don't let this pass by too much. Let the regrets pass by, but not where it should take you. Now that you can deal with them, that it shouldn't hide your happiness forever.
Sheesh. Well, what he said there, that was pretty good, Mr. O.
You think so? I always thought I got carried away.
No, you got carried away in a good way. Yeah, I like that. I think here it's a kind of odd reading. I don't know if you can relate to it. Maybe there is something that, you feel you are lacking. That Five of Cups. You feel like maybe time has passed you by, or, time is ticking, and, you're feeling that you won't be able to reach out for what you truly want here either. And I feel here that is a false mask. That is a false mask. So the success can happen anytime, at any age, under any circumstance. And so, and I think with the sun here, it is saying success can be yours, but don't try to, but don't try to put, a false sense of, you're not worthy of it in front of that. Right? Is that what you were kind of saying?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah. So.
All right.
And I'm kind of floundering now. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. All
Well,
right.
that was pretty interesting. I hope that worked for you, Rowie.
So that's our show. That's
That
our
is our
show.
show.
It's our first live show
Of
our 7th year.
our 8th year.
Oh,
Well, we're going into our 8th
we're going into our 8th year. Yes, the end of our 7th year.
Oh, thank you, Rowie. I'm glad to know that. God bless you, too.
All right. Well, thank you for that. And
Well, thank you,
yes,
Kara.
as we go into our 8th year. Sorry. So I thought we're going in the 7-year-ish year, but it's not, is
Well,
it?
we started in 2019, right?
No, it's 2020, I thought. Is it
No, we were
2019?
doing it the summer before I left.
You're right. I'm thinking of my cancer.
So
Yes.
this just completed 7 years. It is our 7th year anniversary, and we are now beginning our 8th year. Does that help?
Yeah, so I probably said it wrong on Twitter, didn't I?
I have no idea.
I don't either. No, I think we've been here for 7 years. I think I did say that.
Sure feels like 7
So.
years.
Well, anyway, I digress. Hopefully, we will see you at our next live show, which will be Thursday, Tarot for Today After Dark, 7
right.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Check out our Unhappy Hour
Oh, yes.
on Wednesday night.
Do that, by all means. And stay tuned. This is our anniversary month. You never know what kind of surprises can pop up. Especially with
Right.
Mr. O retired now. I got to give him more things to do.
Goodbye, everybody.
Take care, everybody. We will see you next time. Bye-bye
Bye-bye.
for now.